Our ability to consistently and confidently navigate change is not just a choice, but a superpower that all leaders, individuals, and organizations around the world need. G'day everyone, it's Ryan Campbell. Welcome to my office. Today we're going to dive into not only understanding change and challenge, but how we can use a Mindset Toolbox approach to help work our way through it. This is our virtual studio, a place where we can provide powerful and inspiring content in an engaging way. We love storytelling, sharing moments from not only becoming the youngest person to fly solo around the world, but a horrific plane crash that changed my life forever. It took 2 years of planning, training and fundraising, over $250,000 on a laptop computer to be ready to even attempt the record. 24,000 nautical miles, 35 destinations, 15 countries. A normal Aussie teenager in a rented single-engine aeroplane. We had made aviation history. We'd definitely broken a few records. We had done so through being a big, united team. I jumped on the Australian speaking circuit, continued to share the message of the flight. We even published a book called Born to Fly. And we sat back and watched the journey as that book went on to spread and inspire both young and old. A whole bunch of wild things were happening in my life. I ended up standing somehow face to face with Prince William, having a conversation about aviation and adventure. I remember thinking at that moment, how on earth did I end up in this position? But I was reminded pretty quick that I was still a normal Aussie kid when I didn't want to touch any of the funky food at the reception and ended up overdressed at KFC instead. Whatever the story from after the round the world flight, it was safe to say that life was pretty good. On December 28th, 2015, that all changed. An engine failure on takeoff in a vintage biplane, a horrendous plane wreck. I was airlifted to hospital as the only survivor. Shattered from head to toe, 5 breaks in my back, no feeling or movement from the waist down, and diagnosed a complete paraplegic. At age 21, I'd been given an unbelievable opportunity to compare the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, a journey of discovering where we truly learn. 6 months in hospital, a year and a half in rehabilitation, and an unbelievably long journey back to not only walking, but flying. By providing a journey through story, not only of my own experiences, but those of a range of phenomenal yet completely normal humans, we place the audience in a very relatable moment of change. We then ask the questions, what would you do? What is the biggest challenge you are up against right now? What tools do you have in your Mindset Toolbox to navigate the change, the crisis, adversity that we're all up against in our own lives? And most importantly, are you one of the few people who turn change and challenge into growth and opportunity? Let's go to the hangar. The Mindset Toolbox was my way to find clarity amongst the confusion. As I lay in the hospital bed, I would take all of the stories, the moments, the experiences that I'd had in my life and in spinal ward and unpack them. Find the tools within them, tools that I could use to help me navigate change, crisis, adversity, and the challenges ahead. And then place those tools in the Mindset Toolbox. By doing so, I was taking easily forgettable moments and placing them in an unforgettable drawer. A drawer that I had access to whenever I needed. Ben was in his early 30s. He had fallen over cleaning a floor, hit his head, broken his neck, and was a quadriplegic. No movement or feeling from his chest down, very little movement or feeling in his arms or his hands. As I lay on that rehabilitation gym bed, learning to roll over, feeling sorry for myself, sad about my situation, with everybody watching, I glanced up at Ben. He was staring right at me. In that very moment, I realized what Ben would have given for just one chance at rolling over. Now, Ben had shown me that every challenge was an opportunity to quit, but every challenge was also an opportunity to adapt. There were so many little lessons in that one split-second moment. Most importantly of all of the lessons, Ben had shown me that I was in fact lucky to be a paraplegic. Never did I think those words would come out of my mouth. Ben had given me gratitude, and it changed my entire life. As I learned to walk and fly again, both unbelievable challenges, the Mindset Toolbox saved me a simple way of thinking that I still use every day. My 3 favorite tools from that toolbox then became the 3-step checklist to navigating change, a tried and tested approach to creating more change and challenge-ready mindsets, along with creating more resilient and confident individuals and organizations, allowing us all to operate far closer to our maximum potential every day. We are determined to bring you a session that is memorable, unique, and educational. We want to bring this exact screen directly to your audiences. Now, I can't promise anything, and I don't want to give it all away, but if the weather is good, we may even get out of the office.
Welcome to my favourite place in the whole wide world. Welcome to the sky, and in particular to Doug the Cub, the very aeroplane that allowed me to get back in the air after my accident and a spinal cord injury. We're up here today, bouncing our way across the Tennessee hills, recording a story for the virtual keynote. But we wanted to take a moment to ask you again what the biggest challenge is that you are navigating right now, and how are you continuing to bring value to your individuals around you, be it an employee, a client, or a member. If we can help do that in any way, shape, or form, reach out. We'd love to jump on a call and talk further.